Hi guys, sorry to be about 2 minutes late starting tonight. Oh, this is one of those nights, you know. It hadn't been a while since I had a whole bunch of people decide not to pay me in one night. So you knew we were due, right? Yeah, so then, of course, whenever that happens, well, that just kind of throws everything off because then I'm usually trying to talk to people about second chance offers and all of that, and as it was, I ran out of time to do any of that. So too bad for me, I'm just out the money, but oh well. As I said, it happens. So give me just a minute here, guys. I'm getting the last of our stuff set up. And as soon as I get a couple of little odds and ends tweaked here, we are going to be ready to rock and roll tonight. We've got a little football and a little basketball. I think we're starting off with an autographed jersey, and then we've got an autographed regulation football, or it might be the other way. It might be the football first and then the jersey. And then a little Prime Signatures football, which is the one that everybody decided they weren't going to pay for tonight. So gotta love that. But we are almost ready. Sorry, 1 second. And I know there were a couple of you I was still reaching out to, trying to work out some second chance offers, and just ran out of time. So we did not get that completed, and I apologize. But, you know, sometimes it works out that way. All right, so before we start ripping into things tonight, there are a couple of things we need to go over. Let's start with feedback. And that is a quick note there to let you know that my feedback is completely automated on eBay. So what that means to you is anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get it in return. You don't have to wait on me to get caught up and all that kind of jazz. The second thing there you see is to say thank you. I appreciate everybody who bids and breaks with me, particularly those of you who actually pay for it. And many of you chat with me and stuff too, which I'm always grateful for. So thanks everybody for joining the break tonight. Next up, we'll take a quick spin through what we have got listed and coming up here for the next few days. And of course, as always, there's a variety of memorabilia and one-box breaks, and usually mixed in with some half-case or full-case breaks as well. So tomorrow night's case break will be Gypsy Queen Baseball, and that will be the start of a new case. Saturday's case will be another 12-box full case of Diamond Kings Baseball that came out yesterday. Sunday, our case will be a half case of 2013 Crown Royal football. We'll also do a half case of 2011 Prime Signatures, and a third of a case of 2018 Leaf Metal Draft on Sunday. So all cases on Sunday. Then on Monday, we're going to do a full 12-box case of Optic Basketball. No more of this half case stuff. We're going to start rocking with a full case on Monday night of Optic. And then on Tuesday, we will do some more Leaf Metal Draft and some more Gypsy Queen. And of course, as you see, they're mixed in between some one-box breaks and stuff like that as well. Then that brings us to tonight. So this is the order that we're breaking in tonight, as well as some information about shipping. So our free shipping breaks tonight, that is the autographed football jersey, and the half case of Prime Signatures football. All three of those completely free shipping. Anytime it's totally free shipping, it's going to go out once every 6 or 7 days after the auction ends. So in this case, I'm estimating it to be Wednesday, next Wednesday, the 18th, for that stuff to ship. And as always, if you have another package going in the meantime, it might hitch a ride and get to you a little sooner. But otherwise, if it's just this stuff, that's kind of what we're looking at. Our paid shipping break tonight is Optic Basketball, and I'm anticipating that to go out on Monday. And if I can get it out to you sooner, I will, but many of you know I have been playing catch-up all week. I had some appointments and things early in the week and kind of got me behind a little bit in terms of shipping. And finally, if you are in any break other than Optic, because Optic, everybody's going to have a card, but in any of the other breaks, if your team is not pulled and you don't hit anything at all, you are still entitled to a consolation trading card, can be from any year or any series for your team. That's typically going to be sent out with your next hit. It can be sent sooner if you just shoot me a message on eBay. Let me know that you want it sooner, and we'll take care of it. And of course, there's more info about that in the listing description as well. Then let's take a look. One box of 2018 Hit Parade. This is a regulation size autograph football. It's break number 3, so the third time we've opened it. And like everything we're going to open tonight, our eBay end date is the 12th of April. And of course, we're live streaming it. We didn't start right at 10. We probably started about 2 minutes after. So again, apologies for that. Team names, of course, are on the left-hand side. Winning bidders across from it on the right-hand side. And if you're not in this particular break, you will see a spreadsheet go up before the start of your break. So you'll get a chance to see your name across from your team when we get to your break, if this isn't it. And finally, you notice the focus change there, but that's okay. We're still going to be able to see everything. I just don't like using autofocus, so that's kind of my deal. I see Irish Pride is in chat. Hi, Irish Pride. It's good to see you. I know you're in the Jersey break a bunch tonight. I remember copying and pasting your ID into the Jersey break, I think it was, right? You might be in this too, but I just specifically remember that one. So we opened some of these Hit Parade autograph footballs when this first came out, and I didn't have any more. And then guess what? This was so strange. A few days ago, last week, probably about this time last week, I get a package and I open it up and it's more of these autograph footballs. And I'm like, wait a minute, I don't think I ordered any more of these. So I look at the invoice and sure enough, it's the original invoice from back when I first ordered them. So I pick up the phone, call the people, and they're like, yeah, we don't know what's going on. So it turns out they had just sent them to me like extras. They didn't mean to send them to me. They duplicated the order. And I was like, hey, well, you know, he said, well, you can either keep them, obviously, and pay for them, or we'll send UPS to come and get them. I said, hey, it's all right, man. I'll just pay for them and keep them. So that's how we ended up with some extra footballs to break, because they just showed up on my doorstep. Cool. It is Mean Joe Green, baby. That's my Pittsburgh Steelers. I like that one. You know I'm liking anything that's got Mean Joe Green. And here is also the PSA, or JSA rather, the JSA authentication card, which will just be down in that little carry case with your ball. And then there is the JSA authentication sticker right there. So make sure when you get this, if you have the Steelers, that you find the little card down in the bag with your football. Yeah, actually, the Hit Parade folks were really nice about the fact that I was honest and called and told them that I had gotten something I didn't think I was supposed to get. And so the next time I ordered, they gave me a little credit on my order, which I thought was very nice. They didn't have to do that. I was appreciative of the fact that they did. And it gave us some more footballs to open, so there you go. We're now moving into the football jersey break. And once again, if you are in this break, please take a moment to review the info there on the screen in regard to the anticipated shipping date, as well as the information about the consolation cards. And this is break number 16 of our TriStar Game Day Greats. Of course, it ended tonight, April the 12th as well. And we'll buzz down through here and see who has what. Wild Bow Hunter's in here a lot. Natty Fran is in here a lot. And, of course, Irish Pride, who we were talking to there in chat a minute ago, is also in here. So, good luck to everybody in this break. And, you know what? We are going to have some more TriStar Game Day Greats. But there's going to be a new series that's coming out at the end of this month, a 2018 like special release. These usually are more like, you know, a late year release. But they have some coming out in about 2 or 3 weeks. And it's supposed to have players also from the upcoming draft in it, allegedly. So we'll see. Andy Dalton. So we're going to be looking at the Bengals for our jersey here. And I'm not going to attempt to take it out of the bag, but there's Andy's name on it. Here, of course, is his signature. And You have a couple of authentication stickers. One of them is Andy Dalton's own authentication. One is TriStar. And then you also have a little TriStar card inside the bag. And I will put this in the bag as well. Yes, Travis, you probably weren't logged in when I started and did the rundown of the break order tonight, but you're about to see it again because that goes up before we break each product. So hang tight and you will see it again here in just 1 second. All right, let me get our spreadsheet situated here again, and then we'll be ready to move on into some prime signatures. So if you are in this prime signatures break, a reminder, your anticipated shipping date is Wednesday. That is a completely free shipping break, and it will go out approximately Wednesday, always plus or minus a day. And once again, if you do not pull something in the break, you are still entitled to a consolation card that would normally ship with your next hit. Can ship sooner if you just request it. Just shoot me a message and let me know. So this is 5 boxes of 2011 Prime Signatures football. It's a half case break. It is break number 62. And this was just all kinds of fun tonight. So the guy who bought the Browns sent a message saying he's not going to pay for it because he read the listing wrong, thought it was 2017, which there's not even Prime Signatures in 2017. So okay. And then the other unpaid teams in there, that's a brand new person who just joined eBay today, didn't respond to messages, didn't pay for anything, and so yay. That's the fun side of breaking when all that fun stuff happens. But fortunately, you know, it hasn't happened as much recently, thank goodness, as it used to. So that is the deal with this. And of course, many of you have broken this before. Probably most of you have broken this before. So you know kind of what's in here. It is 1 pack per box. There is 1 hit per pack. If we find a redemption, it's going to be expired, but you do still want to put it in your Panini account. Believe it or not, they do often still have cards even as far back as 2010, 2009 sometimes. And when they have it on hand, they'll send it to you within a couple of months of the time you enter that redemption. If they do not still have it, they are very agreeable in terms of substituting another card if, this is the caveat, you can find an actual person to interact with. And that is extremely difficult. They don't answer the phone. They don't answer email. They just act like you do not exist. Unless you can find them somewhere along the way, like in chat on Facebook or Twitter or something like that. Oh, I see Irish Pride is asking about Houston. You know what, Irish Pride, I'm not even going to fool with it at this point. I mean, as I said, I was trying to get some of those teams resold before the break, especially the Cowboys, because they sold for $30-something. But I just ran out of time and it was going back and forth. I didn't even get to finish up the messages with the people that I had already been working with that were underbidders. So it wouldn't really be fair to them for me to sell it in chat when I didn't even have time to, you know, finish going back and forth with them to see if they wanted it. So I'm just going to eat those 3 teams tonight, and there we go. So it happens. Every card in 2011 Prime Signatures is numbered, even our base cards. This is to 499 Tony Milwaukee for the Kansas City Chiefs. A little LaDainian to 499 for the Jets. Colt McCoy to 99 for the Browns. And our first hit out is Mark Dupree for 75 to the Dolphins. Jeff, you know, we pull Cam Newton out of here with, I wouldn't say, like, I don't know, regularity is not the word, but we have certainly pulled Cam Newton out of here several times in the past. And he is an on-card auto in here when we hit him. And you picked him up tonight at a really good price, so maybe we'll get lucky and make you a little money. Antonio Gates to 499 Chargers. Brian Cushing to 499 Texans. Ryan Matthews to 99 for the Chargers. Hey, hey, Colin Kaepernick On card auto to 249 for the 49ers. And you know what? He apparently had a workout scheduled. I'm sure you guys probably heard this today. He had a workout scheduled with the Seahawks, and they said, hey, will you guarantee us that you won't, kneel for the anthem, that guarantee us that you'll stand up? He wouldn't do it, and they canceled the workout. Demaryius Thomas to 499 Broncos. Michael Vick, 499 Eagles. Mark Sanchez, 499 for the Jets. And the dreaded redemption. Boo. We're going to set that aside. We will shoot over to the Panini website and find out what team that is for at the end of the break here. Mark Duper to 499 for the Dolphins. Sam Bradford to 499 for the Rams. Curtis Martin to 49 for the Jets. And another redemption. Daggone, man. 2 redemptions. That's no fun. Bart Starr to 499 for the Packers. Dub Jones to 499 for the Browns. Lydell Mitchell to 499 for the Colts. And a little Jonathan Baldwin to 49 for the Kansas City Chiefs. That is on card like the Kaepernick was. And you know, as much of this as we have opened, I think we have only pulled that Kaepernick on card auto out of here 2, maybe 3 times. And, you know, look at the amount of times we've opened this. So he's not one that comes out of there super often. Now, we've got a couple of redemptions to look at, and we briefly, I guess I should have shown those a little bit longer than I did. We briefly looked at them when they came out, but anyway, there they are again. And now I'll switch us back over there. I mean, I showed them already, but I usually try and show them a second time right before I go here, and I somehow didn't manage to do that tonight. I know it's a lot of drop downs, but at least they have it on here. It's all the way back to maybe 2009 or something, so it's very handy to have. This is a Rookie Signature Silver, is the first one we're looking for. And it is card number 209, which is whoever that is. Roy Helu, something or another. Anyway, it is the Redskins. And it will be to 199. Let me write that on there real quick. And then we'll take a look at our second one. And it is Rookie Signature Silver RPS. So we've got a slightly different card set for this second one. Card number 254 is Ryan Williams to 249 for the Cardinals. So let's get that in here. And as soon as I get, I'm just writing. I know. I should have switched you back probably before I wrote. You're just sitting there looking at that screen. I didn't really think that through. I'm just out of rhythm tonight because of rushing around, getting started right on the money and trying to deal with all that stuff. So let's review our 2011 Prime Sigs hits. We have the redemption for the Redskins. That'll be numbered to 199. Then we have the Ryan Williams to 249 for the Cardinals. We have the nice Jonathan Baldwin to 49 for the Kansas City Chiefs. And then the really nice Colin Kaepernick to 249 on card for the 49ers. And Mark Duper for the Dolphins to 75. Yeah, Jeff, I don't think we saw any Panthers go through there, did we? Well, that's a drag when that happens. I know. I'm sorry about that. But of course, you know, you do still get the consolation card. It's just it will ship the next time you have hits going out is typically how that will work. And if you do want it sent sooner, I absolutely can do that. It just doesn't go with tracking, you know. It would just go in a plain white envelope. But I can do that if you want. So just let me know if that's the case. And next up, we're going to get into some Donruss Optic Basketball half case break number 4. And of course, this is a paid shipping break. I'm anticipating a Monday shipping date. If I can get it out to you sooner, I will. I I am a little, I've got a lot ahead of it, so I'm kind of not feeling like it'll get out before Monday, but you never know. There might be enough Red Bull somewhere along the way to make it happen. You never know. So this is 6 boxes, which is a half case of 2017-18 Donruss Optic Basketball. That's a half case break, and it ended tonight, the 12th of April, on eBay, and we're live streaming it tonight. And now is the time to get your mojo working. If you've got teams in here, try to conjure up the big hits, because there are some in here. I mean, there's the potential to make a lot of money in here. We just have to find the right people. Aw, Jeff, I'm sorry. He says this will be that's his last break. He didn't hit his Cam Newton, so I guess he's not going to come back. I'm sorry about that, Jeff. I would like to have hit it for you, man. I always like hitting the nice stuff for you guys. I'm sorry we couldn't pull it out tonight. All right, so we're looking for 1 autograph per box in here. Of course, there's all kinds of parallels and things. Our 1 autograph, if it is a rookie, will be on card, and it'll be on the rated rookie card set. If it happens to be a veteran, it will most likely be a sticker auto. There's also some velocity parallels in here, pink and black, and there will be plenty of refractors, some of which may be numbered, some of which won't be numbered. Trying to think what else is interesting in Optic. I mean, Optic is just a cool set in general, in my opinion. I've always enjoyed Optic in all the sports. It's basically Panini's version of Topps Chrome. And of course, we were supposed to be getting ready for National Treasures basketball, but I guess you've probably seen by now and or heard me say before that got pushed back. They've moved the date on us, so not going to be coming out for a while. Encased basketball, they moved the date back on that. But they did this week announce the release of Spectra, which is going to be, I think, mid-June. I believe that's right. So Spectra is going to be June, Encased will be July, and in the meanwhile, somewhere in there, they'll reschedule National Treasures, and then the new products, which are Dominion, and why can I never remember the other one? I can never, ever remember the name of the other new one. Dominion is the one that is, really, it's actually priced almost identical to Spectra, price-wise. The other one, whose name I can't remember at the moment, is priced about like Select is. So hopefully, the cards will be equally nice and have equally good hits as the products that they are priced like. There is Amir Johnson to 175 for the Sixers. Retro inserts, we'll find quite a few of those as well. Some might refract, some might not. And of course, a refractor is the same thing as a prism. It's just usually Topps calls them refractors. Panini calls them prisms. And frankly, I call them one thing one time and one thing another, but they do mean the same thing. Kobe Bryant, the Champ is Here insert that is a prism. Here's a little rated rookie Jordan Bell that is numbered to 199. So I guess there weren't really any major surprises in our playoff field. I mean, I think, didn't we all kind of think that the Timberwolves were going to beat the Nuggets? I mean, I would have been fine with either one being in there. But the T-Wolves really hadn't been to the playoffs in like so long. I am kind of glad that they ended up getting in. Carmelo Anthony to 99 for the Thunder. And, of course, I'm glad that New Orleans got in because they were playing so well. Then Boogie got hurt, and then they played so badly for a few games after he got hurt. It's like, oh, boy, they're not going to get in. And then they picked it back up. That was a Wesley Matthews Prism. But that's because I like Anthony Davis. You guys all know I like Anthony Davis. And this is going to be our hit, most likely. Zach Collins for the Portland Trail Blazers with a little on-card auto action. What's going on right there? That sleeve is, I guess, split down the middle or something. Huh. We'll just have to get a new one. Try that again. I still have some more Donruss basketball here, too. That Bam Adebayo is a prism. And I'll probably break that somewhere in the next 7 or 8 days. We'll break the rest of the prism. I mean, the rest of the prism. The rest of the Donruss basketball. Davin Reed prism for the Suns. And I do have a little prism, but it's the blaster cases like we've opened before. I have what? Like 60? Isn't it like 60 silver prisms in that case? It's a lot. James Johnson to 175 for the Heat. So we'll get into both of those things in the days ahead. Kobe Bryant champ is here to 49 for the Lakers. A little Chris Middleton prism for the Bucks. And as far as I know, they have not yet announced if they're going to do the private signings thing this year or not. You know, the past several years they had done private signings for Super Bowl or for the NFL, like on Super Bowl day or the day before. And they had done the one for the NBA during the finals. But they didn't do the one for Super Bowl this year, oddly enough. And instead they ended up doing a private signings for NASCAR. So I don't know whether to expect them to do one for NBA this year or not. I hope they do, because I love opening those. There are always such awesome hits in there. So they're fun to break. They're all pretty low numbered. There's lots of one-of-ones in it. There's lots of RPAs and stuff. So I hope they do it, but they haven't said yet one way or the other. We do have another, whatever night we're breaking the full case of this. Is that Monday night that we're breaking a full case of Optic? I think it is Monday night. We're going to open a bunch of other basketball stuff that night too. So starting to get back into some of our basketball mixers and things like that. Some more basketball jerseys, whatnot. We're going to do nothing but basketball on whatever night it is, which I think is Monday night. So that'll be fun. We haven't done an all basketball night in a while. Nicholas Batum to 199 for the Hornets. Whoops, we got somebody stuck. Malik Monk was stuck in the back there for a moment. This retro is a prism. Tracy McGrady and the Raptors. Looks like we're going to have our hit come out early out of this box. Dwayne Bacon for the Hornets. I don't know if you can tell on this. Can you see from that it's got like a little bit of a curvature? And all of these cards are going to have a little bit of a curvature. That's just the nature of the beast. Whatever coating they put on them. It's Terrence Ferguson Prism. Causes them to kind of curve in the middle a little bit when they come out of the compression of the pack. So when you get them, if they have a little kind of poofy curve to them, you'll know that's normal. Of course, the ones that are in a top loader and stuff will be coming nice and flat, but the others, yeah, they're probably going to be bowed up a little. Philadelphia 76ers, Markelle Fultz with the rookies insert. It's not a Prism, but it's still a cool little insert. Swishful Thinking, Kyle Lowry to 49. Isn't Fultz the, didn't they say something like he was the youngest to hit a triple-double in the NBA? Or am I mistaken about that? I think that's what I read. Anyway, suffice it to say, his shootings and things seem to be coming back into form as he goes into the playoffs here, so that's good news for the Sixers. And of course, they're going to have Embiid back in his face mask after Markelle ran into him and broke a bone around his eye, or fractured it, or whatever they did to it. Anyway, so he's the masked man, but at least they're going to have him back, so I think that's the important part. For the Raptors, Tracy McGrady retro insert. The champ is here, Prism David West for the Warriors. Courtney Lee for the Knicks to 175. There's a pink Velocity. This one is the Nuggets. Moutier to 79. Whoops. That is a Prism D'Angelo Russell for the Nets. It's so hard to get used to him being a Net and not a Laker, I think. All right, so what is getting ready to come out of the wrappers here when we finish this little pile that just came out of the box will be at our halfway point. So because we've opened 2 boxes, this will be our 3rd box that I'm opening right now of the 6 that we're going to dig into this evening. So anybody have predictions about who's gonna win it all this year? I think the Cavs are vulnerable this year for sure. I mean, I know they have LeBron. You can't ever count LeBron out of the playoffs, but I definitely think they look more vulnerable this year than they did in the last couple of years. And then, of course, so many teams have so many injuries right now, too. For the Suns, a little rookies insert, the rookies insert for Josh Jackson. All-Stars Grant Hill to 175 for the Pistons. Travis says that the Rockets are going to win it all. They have looked pretty good this year. That's kind of an understatement to say pretty good. And James Harden, man, he has been on fire. Reggie Jackson Prism for the Pistons. I mean, he's got to be the MVP, right? I mean, how you going to work your way around that? I think it's got to be James Harden. Miles Turner to 199. I think you probably could have made a case for Anthony Davis if they had had a little better record and things, but as it stands now, I think it's going to be Harden. Jeff Teague Prism for the T-Wolves. And then, of course, you've got the big Rookie of the Year thing between Donovan Mitchell and Ben Simmons. And, of course, Ben Simmons thinks he should unquestionably win, and Donovan Mitchell thinks that Ben Simmons shouldn't even be eligible, which is really kind of the same argument that you'll find on any bar stool in any given sports bar across the country. You know, should Ben Simmons be considered a rookie when he was technically drafted, not in 2017-18, but in 16-17. But of course, he had to sit out the year injured. So course, I think Embiid holds the record for having been drafted back the farthest, yet still rookie eligible the year that he was rookie of the year. So I don't know, but Donovan Mitchell and Ben Simmons been going back and forth, a little jawing back and forth about rookie of the year. I would really like to see Donovan Mitchell get it, to be honest with you. Justin Jackson to 49 for the Kings. That one is on the Dominator insert, and it's a sticker auto. So I guess I was not 100% correct. Not every rookie auto is on card, just the ones that are on the rated rookie inserts. Terrence Ross for the Magic Prism. All-Stars Russell Westbrook Prism. And we've got a little Jason Tatum numbered card to 175 for the Celtics. I mean, for sure, you can make a case for Ben Simmons being Rookie of the Year as well. There's absolutely no question. I mean, he's good. We all know that. He's very good. However, the difference to me is the impact that Donovan Mitchell had on the Jazz. I mean, I just think his impact with the Jazz has been more than Ben Simmons' impact with the Sixers. Gary Payton Retro Prism, and you'll notice that says Seattle Supersonics on it. And cards always stay with their franchise. So in this case, the former Seattle Supersonics are the current Oklahoma City Thunder. So that card will go to the Thunder. This is Victor Oladipo to 79 for the Pacers. And of course, all that stuff is, that's down there at the bottom of the listing description in that little special circumstances area where it talks about multiplayer cards and renamed, relocated franchises, all that happy stuff. Joe Johnson Prism for the Jazz. I think all the breakers really do it the same way. I mean, I don't know of anybody that breaks that doesn't keep a card with the franchise, but, you never know. So I figured it's still worth saying, just to be on the safe side. Travis, what teams do you have in here tonight? Who are you pulling for in this particular break? Oh, my screen is about to time out on me over there. Cavs and the Warriors. Okay. In real life, are you a Cavs and or Warriors fan, or you just picking them up hoping for a good hit? Because I know sometimes we all bid on teams that that we don't root for. When it comes to breaks, it's a whole different matter. Yeah, hoping for a good hit. I gotcha. Who do you root for in real life? Are you a Rockets fan? DeMar DeRozan to 39. There is another Velocity. Oh, I understand what you're saying with that. Yeah. Travis says that if you're watching this later, or for whatever reason you're watching live and you're not logged in and you can't see chat, he says that he roots for the Warriors, but he's ready for another team to win. I can understand that. Jabari Parker Prism for the Bucks. I mean, honestly, isn't it kind of like that with the Patriots in football too, right? Like, we were all just ready for another team to win the Super Bowl, and we didn't really care who it was. Dwight Howard, pink velocity to 79. Yeah, the Warriors this year, I mean, again, I think there's some vulnerability there. Not certainly to the level that I think there is with the Cavs this year, but they're not invincible. Ooh, a little 1 of 1. I always like to see a 1 of 1 come out. This is for the Grizzlies of all teams, and it is a little James Posey. It's a sticker auto, but come on, it's a 1 of 1, so how nice is that? I like that. And probably somebody picked that up at a pretty good price tonight. Devin Booker Prism for the Suns. Because the Grizzlies, you know, they don't have a lot of hot rookies, so they tend to go a little below the norm. Larry Nance, all clear for takeoff. Prism insert for the Lakers. I agree with you on that, Travis. I just like to watch a good game. I don't want to watch anybody get, like, blown out. This is to 175, Steph Curry. Unless, of course, it's my team. If it's my team ahead, my team's the one doing the blowing out, well, that's more fun. But if I don't have a vested interest in who wins, then, yeah, my preference is also just to see a good close game. That is to 199, Tyler Ulis and the Suns. Whoops. Swishful Thinking is a prism for Kyle Lowry and the Raptors. Oh, Travis, you have, did you have the Grizzlies tonight? Oh, no, you're talking about something else that went by a minute ago, the Steph Curry, I bet. Because you didn't say the Grizzlies. You said Cavs and Warriors. I had to stop and think about that a minute. Chat is a little bit delayed. You type it in. I think it doesn't pop up on my side for probably 30 or 40 seconds. Something like that. Somebody helped me time it one night, and I think that's about what we figured out. It's about 30 or 40 seconds later, so sometimes by the time I see the comment, I have to stop and think about what would have been coming up at the time that the comment was probably typed in. That is to 49, David Robinson for the Spurs. Yeah, we're back on the same page now. It just took me a minute. I had to work my way through that. Sorry. Luke Kennard to 99 for the Pistons. I don't know why there's that much of a delay, honestly. You wouldn't think there would be. Etuan Moore Prism for Nola. And it might just be because my iPad is slow or something. I don't know. Juwan Evans Prism for the Clippers. Because I can't watch the break live on the same device where I run the broadcast software, because if you do, it starts echoing and acting all stupid. So you have to watch it on a different device. I mean, I can watch it on the device I stream from, but I can't see chat and all that. So like I can watch it from the actual broadcast software, but I can't watch it as you would watch it as a viewer on the same device. So I use the iPad for my secondary device that enables me to see chat and see the same feed you guys see and that kind of thing. But my iPad's been really slow recently. I don't kind of know why. So I've cleaned the cache and done all the stuff. It's current. All its software is current. I think I've just got too much stuff on it. So it doesn't zip along as quickly as it should. So maybe if I had a different iPad, I might not have as much delay in the chat. I don't know. Josh Jackson, numbered 2, 175 for the Phoenix Suns. Zach LaVine and the Bulls on that prism. A Jamal Murray for the Nuggets to 99. But really, it's kind of weird when you think about it, how each of the different devices react to things. Because we have a handful of televisions in the house, in various parts of the house. And they can all be on at the same time. They can all be tuned to the same channel. And one of them is consistently maybe 20 to 25 seconds ahead of all the other TVs in the house. And it's not even the newest one. This is to 99 for the Miami Heat. It's actually the oldest of all the televisions in the house, but it gets the signal somehow faster than all the others, which is so odd to me. Because it's not any closer to the source than any of the others. You know, they're all equal distance from the main, whatever you call it, or cable, branch, or configuration, or box, or whatever the thing is. So I don't know. I've always thought that was weird. But the good news is if you watch the television in there and you're watching a sporting event, you can walk out and seem like a genius if you get out if you get out of the room fast enough, come out and proclaim the winner before anybody else in the house has even seen the end of the game. So that can be kind of fun, right? Wayne Selden, there is the rookie for the Grizzlies, and that is a rated rookie prism. An all clear for takeoff prism, Kevin Durant and the Warriors. Eagles Adrian, how are you? I haven't seen you in forever. How you doing, Eagles Adrian? Russell Westbrook prism for the Thunder. I thought maybe you'd stop by and do some Flawless with us, but we didn't really hit a lot of Eagles in Flawless anyway. That's to 199, Elfrid Payton for the Magic. I think we hit maybe one or two, but not as many as I would have thought. I mean, I really kind of would have thought there would have been a lot of Eagles in there just because of the Super Bowl winning and all. DeAndre Jordan All-Stars Prism. Oh, look at that. That's a nice little hit. De'Aaron Fox on card, rated rookie for the Sacramento Kings. Very nice indeed. James Johnson prism for the Heat. And a Tyler Dorsey base rated rookie. So that was box 5. Box 6 coming at you right now. This is the last of the case, of course. The next break that we do with this is going to be a full case break. So the next one, we're going to bust all 12 boxes in one setting. I really don't mind breaking them all at once. It's the sorting that's the unfortunate part. Just, whew. Although these aren't as bad to sort as some things are. Some of the baseball products, there is absolutely no way I would ever do them as a full case. Like Series 1, Series 2, and Update did jumbos 1,500 cards for a half a case. Can you imagine a 3,000 card break all in one sitting and then to sort and ship that? Oh, that'd be awful. I don't even like doing the 1,500. I sure cannot do the 3,000. Eagles, you said you have, oh, you're still having trouble. I was hoping that that had gotten a little better from your injuries from the wreck. I am sorry to hear that you're still having trouble with that. That's to 175, Wilt Chamberlain and the Lakers. I guess it's not entirely unexpected based on what happened, but I know it's got to be frustrating to still be dealing with that this far after the fact. Justin Patton to 175 for the T-Wolves. Whoops, that is a Prism Dwight Howard for the Hornets. And that was also a base Donovan Mitchell rated rookie. All-Star Prism Larry Bird, Celtics. And here comes Dennis Smith Jr. base rookie. And a Damian Lillard numbered insert to 199. No, Eagles Adrian, this is actually our last break for tonight. I had some other stuff. What did we do earlier? A couple of memorabilia breaks and a half case of prime signatures, so nothing took too long tonight. This is Calvin Murphy, Dominators to 10. It's a sticker auto for the Rockets. A Doug McDermott Prism for the Knicks. And, of course, we'll review our numbered cards and our autograph hits at the end of the break after we finish taking a look at this last little group here. And then after we do the recap, I'll once again throw up the shipping information for anybody who might have missed it earlier or anybody who's watching the uploaded version and just scrolls to the end to get the nitty-gritty. Try to make it as easy as possible, no matter which way you watch it. Frank Jackson Prism for Nola. And a Seth Curry Prism for the Mavericks. Greg Monroe to 79 for the Suns. The rookies insert Jason Tatum. This is a Prism here. This is the rookies Markelle Fultz for the Sixers, but the Prism version. All right, so let's take a look. Let's scroll back through this. So once again, these are the numbered cards that we pulled out tonight. I think I have them all set separately. If for some reason you saw a numbered card go through earlier and you don't see it here in this recap, you know you're still going to get it, of course. It would just mean that I stacked it in the wrong place, that's all. I try to keep them separate so we can go back through them, but every once in a while I'll accidentally stack one in with the base. And then our hits for tonight, we have Calvin Murphy Dominators to 10 for the Rockets. Nice little De'Aaron Fox on-card rated rookie for the Kings. Our pretty little 1/1 James Posey for the Grizzlies. Always love pulling 1/1s. Justin Jackson for the Kings to 49. So the Kings came out okay tonight. Dwayne Bacon for the Hornets. Also on card. Any of our rated rookies are on card. And then Zach Collins for the Trailblazers. So that has Optic loaded up for the evening. We're ready to go. And as promised, I'll put up the spreadsheet here again real quickly with our shipping information. I know many of you are getting ready to take off. So once again, thank you. I appreciate you bidding and breaking and chatting with me. And hopefully I'll see you again on the next optic break or another break. There's always something going on pretty much every night. And then finally, we'll take another quick little spin through. These are the things that are coming up on the next in the next 5 days, already listed on eBay that are up and available for bidding now. So lots of memorabilia breaks, a few one-box breaks, and always either half case or case breaks most every night too, bouncing around between a variety of things. And that's it for tonight. So once again, everyone, thanks. Have a great rest of your evening. And we're almost to the weekend, fortunately, although tomorrow is Friday the 13th. So, about that. Maybe you don't want to leave the house. I don't know. All right. We'll see you the next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.